Time has a funny way of working. It can crumble buildings, but time can also stand still, preserving memories for generations.
Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Woo! Yeah! Now that is how you start a school year.
I've changed my diet a lot in the last year and a half, but I'm still a really lazy person. So here are some of the simple things that I rely on to eat healthier. That's what stands out to us. But Maggie, like seeing those animals up close, what stands out the most to you? Newsroom designed the Babbit so that even a novice like me could pick one up and learn a couple tricks right away. People first walked on the moon 50 years ago this Saturday. Here in North Dakota, our relationship with NASA and spaceflight goes back more than 60 years.
Emily, I know you were wondering about that fair food. In our next live segment, I'm actually going to try some of those cricket chips that she was talking about. The Moorhead Veterans Memorial Walk of Flags has grown from just 6 to 25 in only 2 years, but Johnson's grand vision is a whole lot bigger.
Snow isn't only cold, wet, and annoying, it's also a magician hiding things that are in plain sight. And the result of that magic trick could leave you trapped.
And of course, we'll have all the information you need about cute little furballs like Phoebe here online on the Pet Connection page on KVRR.com.
Left me the drone to try this out, and I just want to prove that it's so easy a news anchor could do it. Let's see. Oh! You're pretty special, aren't you? We'll have one last check of the weather after the break. Good morning. It's just after 8 a.m. Thanks for starting your week with us with your only local newscast from 7 to 9 a.m. I'm Adam.b.ladwig. More good news. It's officially cleanup week here in the FM Metro, and people are taking every opportunity they can to get that much-needed spring cleaning in. Maggie, I know over the weekend I saw a lot of people who were treasure hunting, looking through the piles of stuff, seeing if they could find anything they want to keep. Have you seen anyone rummaging through the cleanup week piles this morning? Also new this morning, a St. John's, North Dakota man is seriously injured after a rollover crash in Rolette County. Highway Patrol says 29-year-old Brett Chrysler also facing a DUI charge. He drifted off the road about 2 miles west of St. John around 2:30 Sunday morning. All is clear at a MOORHEAD apartment complex this morning after police peacefully resolved yet another standoff in the city. Police say a man assaulted a woman in one of the apartments at the Terrace in the Green apartment complex around 9:30 a.m. Sunday. Officers say the woman was able to escape through a garden-level apartment window before they arrived. The man was still inside, but he was not cooperating with police. Authorities say they believed he had a gun. A police officer from the investigative division was able to convince the man to come out peacefully before SWAT could arrive, and the man was arrested. This is the second standoff for Moorhead police this week. Moorhead police say someone called them on behalf of the woman who was being assaulted. Lane reductions are hitting North Fargo drivers again this morning as part of a project to improve road safety. Crews closed the left driving lane on 10th Street North from south of 4th Avenue North through the 7th Avenue North intersections around 5 a.m. Crews will complete sidewalk and driveway work. A railroad underpass in the area will close on May 13th. Drivers will encounter short-term lane closures and shoulder work as contractors finish up the project at various times. By the end of June, all work is expected to be complete. Is that little guy for the Minnesota fish opener?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Very
okay,
nice.
Very exciting time of year.
Yeah.
It's going to be great weather for it. Thanks, Marshall. Well, on the North Dakota side, there's a serious consequence for the harsh winter for wildlife this morning. North Dakota Game and Fish saying more than 30 lakes in the state suffered total or significant winter kill. The department says 10 lakes suffered total winter kill, which means all fish died. Lakes on the list include Mitchell, Baumgardner, Jakes, Larson, Leno, Rafferty, and Coal Lake, along with Mott Watershed Dam, Lair Wildlife Management Area, and Crown Butte Dam. You can find a link to the complete listing of lakes with winter kill at KVRR.com. The page will be updated as other lakes are surveyed by biologists. A gathering of prayer and hope for the family of 2 boys who fell off of a Minnesota apartment building. The boys falling 5 stories. A Minnesota lawmaker and former sheriff's deputy is apologizing this morning after St. Paul police arrest him for trespassing. Representative Mac Rossell of Clearbrook was arrested around 3:30 a.m. Saturday and released a couple hours later on a promise to appear in court. The circumstances surrounding his arrest are unclear. Rossell, a Republican, has represented his northwestern Minnesota district in the State House since 2017. The retired Clearwater County Sheriff's deputy issued a statement apologizing to his family, constituents, colleagues, and friends. He says he will fully cooperate with any next steps. Well, a Minnesota school district is telling a teacher to stay home this morning as they investigate him after secret recording surfaced of the 7th grade science teacher insulting his students. In her letter, Kane offers to let the school district listen to the recording. She says she has yet to hear back from the district. Well, moving on, we are cleaning up our act this morning on KVRR Local News. Okay, that might be a bit of a stretch, but we are cleaning for spring. An athletic feat many people thought impossible is first done on this day in 1954. We'll still ahead on KVRR Local News this morning. We are getting down and dirty cleaning up. It's cleanup week. Get the important details before you start piling stuff outside of your place. That's live in 2 minutes. A quest to bring spicy nuggets back at a popular fast food joint could be fulfilled this morning. That is in your Morning Buzz. From disposing of trimmed tree branches to dumping off your old fridge, the Metro is embracing its annual cleanup week. People hold stuff specifically to dump this week. I've seen Christmas trees out there. I've seen Halloween decorations. What has been maybe the weirdest thing that you've seen that someone has left out for cleanup crews to pick up? I really like it when Monday is the coldest day of the week.
Right? Yes, get it behind us as quickly as possible. Move on to the fun parts.
6 days of hope. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Marshall. Well, when newborn babies are fighting for their lives, the nurses of the NICU are instrumental in making sure they grow strong enough and healthy enough to go home to their families. Area veterans are gearing up this morning for one last mission, visiting war memorials in their honor in Washington, D.C. Board members, volunteers, and veterans are going over preparations for the next Veterans Honor Flight. They're learning what they need to know in terms of air travel, clothing, and the schedule once they get to Washington, D.C. Honor Flight organizers say this is necessary to make sure the trip goes smoothly for everyone. The Honor Flight will take off from Hector International Airport on May 19th, and KVRR will be on the journey bringing you coverage from D.C. It's such a powerful, emotional journey, and I'm so glad that we'll be able to get to experience a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, a dearly departed fast food favorite could be returning. You are talking about it on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Wendy's pulled the spicy chicken nuggets from its menu 2 years ago. The action has been called a dark day for chicken nugget lovers everywhere. But if Chance and his followers have their way, the fast food chain might return the beloved nuggets to the menu. We'll see if Wendy's will keep its word. Cinema therapy could replace a classic couch session with a shrink, especially if you're going to see an action flick. Experts say watching superhero movies can help those with a range of psychological disorders. Breaking news out of London this morning. Meghan Markle is in labor, according to Buckingham Palace, awaiting the arrival of her first child with Prince Harry. Well, this just in. As that story was running, we just got word into the newsroom that Prince Harry says Meghan has given birth to a baby boy. Seventh in line to the British throne. It's the start of a brand new week full of promise here on KVRR Local News. We are just approaching 8:56 a.m. Thanks for joining us this morning. Not a cloud in the sky. This week is shaping up to be maybe the nicest one of the year. There's a new royal baby born. It's just a nice day. And this next story, I hope it puts a smile on your face. A tourist spending some vacation time in Tennessee's popular Gatlinburg area got a surprise visitor. Turns out this bear needed a little rest and relaxation too. The bear was caught taking a dip on the porch's hot tub. We got some more updates on the royal baby. Prince Harry says the mother and baby boy are both doing perfectly fine and healthy. And also he says they have not picked out a name yet.
Aww.
Yeah, he says the first public appearance of the baby should be in about 2 days' time, and we'll probably have a name by then.
2, 1, and got you going.
This is my routine now. Nearly every day after work, I head to the gym to blow off some steam and build some muscle. But my new life is still pretty new to me. For most of my life, I did everything I could to avoid being healthy. I eat everything in front of me. Don't believe me? Just ask my parents.
You like to eat your pizza. We used to tease you that we'd put pizza sauce in your baby bottles.
Your appetite started when you were months old.
It was obvious to them there was a problem early on. I didn't exercise unless I was forced to.
We enrolled you in karate when you were 4 because you were heavier than you should be, and we thought that you needed to get some exercise.
At least I enjoyed the screaming. Until recently, even when I tried, I sucked at it. Dang, I'm smooth. But my parents were right. I was not healthy. I just didn't listen.
You were a kid. You can't tell kids anything. They gotta learn on your own, which you did.
Problems were creeping up. I broke into a sweat just sitting down. I had high blood pressure. My knee was messed up from carrying my weight. I was about 360 pounds. Even for a 6'6" guy, that's not good. So about a year and a half ago, I took that first terrifying step. I went to the doctor. It wasn't easy.